Holy sh! The woman was not the only one who practically leapt out of their skin, when the cabbie she was chatting with spouted what he had. When an ear-shattering clap of thunder brought down 3 lightning bolts, exploding their 3 sentries. Head spinning, Steve caught the door frame when he felt extremely lightheaded, brushing a hand across his face, blinking several times when cocking his head. What the? Steve, greatly confused, now looking upon an entirely differing landscape than the one before. Are you all right, sir? A teen black girl asking the man, who appeared greatly confused now standing at a clothing store door. She knows for certain he was not there moments prior. Odder still, was his left eye for a split second made out what appeared to have been mummified faces, then something could have been a jackal face. Then blackness. Sir, are you all right? A faint voice heard. Holy sh! The woman was not the only one who practically leapt out of their skin, when the cabbie she was chatting with spouted what he had. When an ear-shattering clap of thunder brought down 3 lightning bolts, exploding their 3 sentries.
About 4 days ago, the shopkeeper who was still trying to figure out where he showed up from, there were several explosions in Osirian Square. I'm sorry, where? Steve, taken aback, knowing he was still in Nevada to investigate a series of classified document thefts. Osirian Square, the shopkeeper nodding when Steve inquired, Russia. Russia is nowhere near Nevada. Making out a carrier of some kind some distance away, though the shopkeeper doubled down upon their comment, his left eye zooming in on the helicarrier, attention drifting towards the pyramid, apparently what this helicarrier's attention was upon. If it was, then why not land nearer to it, Steve thought. You said there were explosions that went on there. Steve assuring the attendant he was fine at this point. Yes, terrorist. Seeing the ambulance attendant was attempting recall their name. I and my partner went to attend to a brunette woman who was shot, but eyes narrowing, brow furling. But when Roy went to check her pulse on her neck, he knocked some sort of mesh off her face, clearly confused. Her face fell off? Steve appalled, expecting her to relay how beneath there were a mass of wiring and circuitry, itching her head in sheer confusion. I saw an Asian woman, whereas Roy said a black woman, seeing her questioning her sanity. But another attendant claimed the woman was Hawaiian or Cuban. I thought you said you or your partner said they had green skin. Steve, thoroughly lost. Bald and pointy toll or elves' ears, the shopkeeper responds. Soon the two were staring at a battalion of men and the very woman the cabbie had described. Are you two all right? The captain inquiring while the black woman with white hair and uniform with X's holding her cape covered them, much to the chagrin of many of the very officers the cabbie and the woman could tell. Yes, thank you, not much help from this one. The cabbie rolling his eyes with the woman's lovely persona soon returning. We need to go, the woman snapping her fingers for the cab boot to be opened. It's unclear how much longer we can hold these things off, the captain stating. Hey military boy, I bought this stuff, I am not leaving it behind, she shouts. We do not have time to argue, the black woman responds randomly using strong winds, lightning and other forces of nature. We must go now. Storm suddenly aware of the captain supporting her when she felt herself draining. Do you have enough gas to get us back across? The captain asking the cabbie who did not know what to think. Yes, I should. Aiding Storm into the back, the heated redhead climbs into the adjacent seat, the captain the passenger seat poking out enough to fire. I can help. Storm raising herself. No, just rest. You've helped enough. Seeing his winking smile in the inner mirror. Nodding to the cabbie, he put the pedal to the metal as the military personnel laid cover fire, and the Hispanic officer from earlier hung onto the window frame firing shot after shot. I'm Donna. Who are you? The redhead finally introduced herself. Storm. Her eyes narrowing, telling her what she had been doing was taking a lot out of her. Donna's head soon turned to scan their direction. The Hispanic officer stealth fully drew out his knife, keeping an eye peeled between where they were going and the interior of the cab, smiling down upon his unconscious prey, raising his knife.
Doctor Who is trademarked and licensed by the BBC and Bad Wolf Productions. The X-Men and S.H.I.E.L.D. are trademarked and licensed by Marvel Comics. The $6 Million Man is trademarked and licensed by Universal Studios. The Cliffhanger Saga and Alternate Route are unrelated and are purely fan fiction. No copyright infringement was intended.
We thank you for listening to Alternate Route. Please check out the Blind Dyslexic homepage at www.theblinddyslexic.com and look to becoming a member of the Gang of Sexy Kitty. Tune in next week for the further adventures of Alternate Route. We thank you.